Okay, today we are going to take a look inside of my feeding therapy toolkit. So I run my sessions probably a little bit differently than a lot of other feeding therapists, I feel. I have my own way, my own method, and I'm here to share all those tips and tricks with you. So I'm gonna show you 5 things, wait till the end, the last one is the coolest, 5 things that I share with my kids in feeding therapy to help the sessions run smoothly. Of course, we still have bumps along the way. It's not always perfect, but it definitely helps push gently and progress them through all the challenging ups and downs of feeding therapy. So number 1, I always have, which might shock you, toys. Okay, so this is just like a little bluey, fun game here, something to keep them engaged. Sometimes it's balls, throwing back and forth, but I never do therapy just like sitting at the table, right? So we always want something really fun for them. We don't have to use it like a bribe. It's to use it so they know that feeding is fun and social, and we want to include that for them. So if this isn't a family dinner, because it's probably not, they're coming to therapy, we want to make it really fun for them. We don't want them just sitting there and being miserable or being bored. So something fun for them, something we know that they love to do. Every kid has different interests. So it can be anything from art to dinosaurs. It can be music. It can be little breaks for dancing. It can be anything we want it to be. But I always have toys. Okay, number 2, I always make sure, doesn't matter what container, I have water. A lot of times it is really hard to chew and swallow new foods, and the best way to help that food go down and feel safe with it is sometimes to use water. So I always have water or whatever the kids' favorite drink is. I really don't care, but I always have that available and make sure that they know, hey, you can grab this at any time, doesn't matter. Okay, other thing, even if they're bigger kids, right? We don't use little tiny spoons with our big, like, I don't know, 4th graders to eat. But I do have tiny spoons available. It's way less intimidating. When you think of like, take a bite of like yogurt, for example, if we just put a tiny bit on a small spoon, it doesn't look as strange a lot of times than like a big adult spoon, and we're just putting an itty bit amount, right? So we want it to kind of feel like it is a little bit of an accomplishment, but this is way less overwhelming than like big portion size spoon, right? So that's why the small spoons, it doesn't matter which one. I'm not a big believer, like one spoon will get your kid to eat and another won't. Like, I don't believe in any of that, but I do feel from what I've learned over 15 years, the size really does matter. So a child taking a little bit off of a spoon, they're way more likely to do that and kind of decide for themselves if they like it or not after tasting it, if it's a smaller portion. Okay, I also always have a bowl available, doesn't matter what kind of bowl, but this is a bowl I always say, you know, hey, and you can have this at home too. It's okay to take out the food, right? We're just tasting it, we're exploring it. If you need to take it out, here, go ahead, put it right in here. Along with that, I usually have the bowl. I usually have a separated plate. I just have this today. But if I don't have a separated plate, you don't need to go out and buy one. If you don't have one, I always have different bowls on the plate. You know, it's fine. A lot of our kids don't like all the food touching, and it's just more comfortable to have a natural separator. So I have a separated plate or bowls on the plate. I have toys, I have small utensils, and the last one you might not think of, I have a lot of sensory toys in my clinic. So it does not matter what it is. Some kids love just pushing, some kids love squeezies. I have a lot of spinners. I have a variety of poppets, but it can make us way more comfortable, even like our teenagers. It can make us way more comfortable if we are distracted a little bit with something that's calming us. So I have tons of sensory fun toys. I found those to be really helpful. It's fine if they want to hold on to them or use them while we're taking tastes, or if they want to kind of take a break from eating and go to their sensory area for a little bit, it's totally fine. So that's 5 really quick things that I always have at every session. Of course, you know, depending on the child or the teen, or even if it's like a little baby, I'm going to have different things, but those are hands down 5 things that I always have. So be sure to subscribe. I'll share a lot more tips along the way, and I'll show you what the sessions actually look like and how to use all these toys. I post a lot of those videos too. Let me know if there's anything that you would like to see.